And welcome back to This and That. We are now joined by Dr. Richard Krause with Clinsearch, and we've got some great new research treatments out there and some studies that we want to continue to let folks know about, because you guys are all about really treating and also finding those cures for the right person. We got a couple of them that we want to talk about here today. The first one is dyspepsia.
Yeah, dyspepsia is like an irritable bowel, only of the stomach. It's a hypersensitive stomach. People know it. When they eat, they get filled up real fast. They have chronic nausea. They may have acid indigestion. But the key is that eating makes it worse and that they feel bloated. Now, gastroparesis is similar to it, but gastroparesis, you really have a poor emptying of the stomach. And we have a drug for that, but we don't have a drug for dyspepsia up until now.
Okay, and we'll kind of move along and talk about some of the other ones, and then obviously how you guys treat some of these IBS studies.
Yes, so we have a new drug to treat irritable bowel with constipation. So I think people will be interested in that. Essentially no side effects since it's not absorbed. And then my favorite is migraine prevention. It turns out there's a chemical in the brain that causes migraines, and they're able to block that now.
Now, obviously, we have some folks that are watching this right now. They might suffer from some of these ailments here. Take us through maybe a study of one of these, because it's almost from point A to point B. You've got different things that you guys are available to offer. We'll take maybe dyspepsia as an example. We come to your office, then what are the next steps?
Well, we'll ask you questions to see if you really have dyspepsia, and then we'll need to make sure that you meet the criteria, because you may be on medication that's upsetting your stomach, and we don't want those patients. Or you may be on medication that's helping you. There's no point in trying an experimental drug if you're already doing well. So we're looking for people that have tried different treatments, they're not working, and we're giving them a chance to try something, and more important, to get it approved for everybody that has dyspepsia.
Now, when you mention experimental drugs, obviously that might scare a few people, but I mean, it's safe. This is something that's obviously safe to be able to do and safe for the human consumption.
Yeah, I mean, we test these drugs on animals first, of course, and then healthy individuals, and certain drugs are absorbed and they may have side effects. Some of those studies that we're doing, it's a topical treatment. It works inside the lining of the gut, so it's not absorbed and you shouldn't have any side effects.
And the same with each one of these studies here, from the dyspepsia all the way up to migraine studies here. What you are doing is really going to be for the common good, because it might be something that can be released in the masses to help out millions of people.
Yes, I mean, that's the goal. We have to prove that the drugs are safe, and the drug companies now realize that they can't just do a 3-month study. So a lot of our studies are at least a year, just to make sure that the patients don't have any side effects.
And of course, we always like to remind folks too, you can actually somewhat get paid for this too.
Yes, you get paid, compensated for time and travel.
Okay, and can't beat that. So for those that are, is there any sort of requirements when it comes to these? Obviously, if you have some of these symptoms, but is there any requirements?
Yeah, well, each study has different requirements, what we call inclusion criteria, and then also exclusion.
Okay.
So we have to go over all that with you, and there's usually a 10-page consent, so you have to read it, make sure you understand and are comfortable what we're doing.
Well, I know for those that suffer from some of these, will almost do anything to make sure that they get relief. And folks, this is a great way to find maybe some of those treatments that you are looking for. It is Clinsearch. They're located just off of Shaliffer Road in Chattanooga. The phone number is 423-698-4584. Again, 698-4584. You can also go to the website, which is clinsearch-us.com.